Okay, so you, like me, are not a 3D modeler, but you're tired of mods in AC having shitty collisions. Assuming you have developer mode enabled in Content Manager, the first thing you want to do is click on this Unpack LOD KN5 in CM Showroom. If the car you're trying to edit just shows up as a bunch of blue crystals in CM Showroom, just delete it. Anyway, doing that, you'll have a new folder in the car's directory called Unpacked. You want to open that, and you'll see a texture folder and an FBX file. Import this FBX file into Blender. Once it's imported, delete anything that's not bodywork, so that's the interior, wheels, brakes, etc, etc. I like to copy this into a second Blender project because destructive editing sucks balls, but you do whatever you like. I then go in and delete any extra sticky out bits. That's things like mirrors, and on this Mustang the intake flutes and some other miscellaneous stuff. This isn't essential, but it will make the end result neater and collisions more predictable, as there's not weird pointy out bits in the collider. After this, you want to merge all the objects into one and merge verts. This is where I just do a final sweep of any last pieces of the car I want to remove. So here I'm deleting things like door handles and the bonnet latches and anything else I can find. Now comes the magic step. With everything selected, you want to go to Mesh and then Convex Hull, and boom, look at that. I mean, look at that. It's actually magic. Now, super quick, you need to set up your axis orientation. Making sure the origin is at 0, 0, 0, rotate the object plus 90 degrees on the x-axis, then go into edit mode and rotate it minus 90 degrees on the x-axis. There's probably a better way of doing that, but I'm not smart enough to know it. Rename this to something. I call it Collider because I'm creatively bankrupt, and delete all the unused materials and make one for the Collider to use. I named this Collider as well because, yeah, you know. Anyway, if you've copied this to another Blender project, now is the time to copy it back into the main file, since the destructive editing part is done and it's time to play with modifiers. Add a decimate modifier and a weighted normal modifier because AC is very particular about normal direction, and making sure symmetry and triangulate is ticked in the decimate modifier. Lower the ratio until the face count is around 50, or just as low as you can go before it starts to lose its shape and bits of the visual mesh start to poke out. See, this is why we copied it back into the main Blender file. Once you're happy with it, export it as an FBX with whatever settings you use. These are mine, OC do not steal, and then import that FBX file into KS Editor. With KS Editor, set the shader to GL and export it as a KN5 car with no textures. Name it Collider.kn5, easy peasy, please subscribe.